picking the right career for you is more than just doing what you want to do. You got to decide, make a lot of decisions on how much money you want to make, what kind of lifestyle you want to have. That is one of the most important parts. If you can't live or survive, what's the point? Get wealthy and then do exactly what you want to do, but don't require that what you do will make you happy even if you don't have any money.
But on to, I want to talk about today about careers. When you go to college, high school, the first thing I want to, the one thing that I don't know if they're even teaching very well because they're so over inundated is what career do you want to have? What kind of job do you want to have when you get out of school? And these are things that you got to start planning for. A career, what do you want to be? A nurse, a doctor, an engineer? You're good at math? You want to go to the military? There's so many different options out there, but a lot of times people don't make all the right decisions to look at when they're trying to pick a career. I've noticed that they don't really push people towards a business career. And the other thing that really it takes a look at and what I've seen, especially when I've gone around and talking to people and ask them, a lot of people are in college. Well, what are you studying in college? Oh, I'm studying right now. The big one that I recall was system security for computers, something like that. I could tell that was that job, that career that person was picking totally was because it's a money choice or there's a lot of availability. So when they go to talk to the counselor or the guidance counselor at the college, they're like, oh, we have so many jobs coming. This is the new and upcoming career, and it's going to be very highly paid. Well, what is highly paid? In the Dallas, and when it comes to buying a house, one of the things I think you have to look at, and this is just around the United States, is 3 times your income. So if you go take a look at what the average house costs in your area that you want to live, multiply or divide that by 3. Goes to real estate. How much money do I need to make? How much money do you need to make? Maybe the easiest thing you can do is just say, what kind of house do you want to live in? Do you want to live in an apartment? Do you want to live in a $300,000 house? Do you want to live in $1 million house? Pick the house that you want to live on. So let's say that the average house here in the DFW area is, well, I can tell you, I can figure it out right now. The average house here, let's say, is 18 to 2,000 square feet. So let's just pick 2,000 square feet at $133 a square foot is what the average price in the Dallas-Fort Worth area is now. So 2,000 divided by 2,000 times 136. It's going to be 0, 0, 0. 136 is $264,000. Okay, so the average house in the DFW area is about $250,000. Right? So you want to live if you want to live in an average house in the DFW area, you better front up and decide, I'm going to have to pay $250,000 for that house. What is $250,000? What kind of an income do you need for $250,000? 250K divided by 3, which means 7 3s are 7 4s are 3 times 6 is 18, 3 7s are 21, 3 8s are 24. So you need to make about $85,000 a year. You need to make $85,000 a year to qualify for that house. That's on a single income. If you're married, then maybe you can divide that in 2, $40,000 a piece, $42,000 a piece. I usually figure that if you're going to live in a house, try to make it on one income. So if you want to live an average lifestyle on one income in the United States, in Dallas Fort Worth area, I'm gonna do this before I draw all over myself. You'll make $85,000 a year, and that's going up. Okay, so now that you know that you need to make $85,000 a year just to be average, now you need to go look at a career. So let's go share a screen. I think we're looking at jobs that pay $100,000 a year. So if you want to live in pick a 250, it's going to be no time before these houses are hitting 300. Once they hit 300, they're going up and up and up. So let me see. 32 jobs that pay $100,000 without an advanced degree. I'm going to tell you that there's a lot of jobs that with an advanced degree that don't pay $100,000 a year. You think a pharmacist makes a six-figure income? Barely. And with automation, that's probably going down. And if you want to be a pharmacist, there's so many pharmacists coming out of school right now. And most of the people that you see working at the little CVS's and the Walgreens are not pharmacists, they're pharmacy techs. And they make about $12 to $13 an hour, because I asked somebody what he did, and he says, I'm a pharmacy tech. That's for counting pills. Software engineers, what do they make around here? Maybe a six-figure income. They want you to hit the ground running. I have a friend who works for one of the big companies, and they say, yeah, they make six-figure incomes, but we need people that can actually hit the ground running and do something. So really, your $100,000 income is what you're going to have to go with. Commercial pilot. You know how much money you have to spend to become a commercial pilot? You don't need a degree to fly an aircraft, but you spend a heck of a lot of money learning how to fly it, or you have to join the military. Okay? And with the way the coronavirus is going right now, most of the fleet's sitting on the ground. Web developer designer, there's 1 million of those guys. If you want to be a good web designer, that's out for you to go and sell yourself. Sell, sell, sell. What you're going to understand, if you want to be successful in everything, you learn how to persuade and learn the art of selling. I get people all the time on Facebook asking me, sending me, we're looking for people to be web designers. They want to design your website. Computer programmer, animator, multimedia artist, detective, criminal investigator, don't know much about that. Writer or editor, sound engineering technician, sales rep. Here we go, sales rep. Real estate agent, make a lot of money. You know, most real estate agents, I think 90% of them fail within the first 2 years or first year, because you actually have to go out and find people. And you actually have to work on the weekend. Computer network support specialist. What do we have here? IT manager. If you're going to be a manager, you have to be in IT first. A lot of people want to be managers. I'm talking about what I think managers are, and there's a lot of fake managers out there in jobs. Marketing manager, you better be good at sales. Sales manager, you better be good at sales. Human resources manager, lots and lots of people in that. Purchasing manager, air traffic controller. You want to be an air traffic controller? You better join the military, because most of the guys who are air traffic controllers come out of the Navy, because they work on ships and they get the highest education. Maybe it's Air Force and the Navy. I was up in the air traffic controller tower talking and asked him how he became that one. He says they want people who can hit the ground running fast. So you want to be an air traffic controller, probably have to go into the military. Medical health services manager, computer network artists, architect, art director. How many art director jobs out there? Film or video editor, better be good at what you do. Construction manager, You better know how to lead people and move people, dealing with people, software developer, funeral service manager. Lots of positions out here, but how do you get into them? Social human manager. So this I was just taking a look at was, this happens to come through trade schools. Let's see if we can find something else in here. Top 100 careers 2020. Let's take a look at that one. College career life. Let's take a peek at this. I'm gonna scroll down. Nurse practitioners. That's a great position. They're doing what the jobs that doctors used to do. Make pretty decent money. About $113,000 a year for the amount of time you have to put in for school. Software developers. Financial managers. Financial managers create financial reports. $127,000. Registered nurses. $71,000 for a registered nurse. Come on, now you're dealing with people's rear ends and all that for $71,000. You better love it. Market research analyst, computer systems analyst, post-secondary teachers in health specialties, occupational therapists, physician's assistants, $108,000. Statisticians and mathematicians, information security analysis, post-secondary teacher, business veterinarians. Well, it looks like you're going to have to go to school for a lot. And how much does it cost to go to school to have, see, look at 67,000, 77,000. That's less than, remember what I was telling you about? Stop sharing the screen. Back to here. That's less than $85,000 a year. So look at this. All these positions that are available for careers that they're pushing you towards pay less than $85,000 a year, or barely over. You want to change your life, you're going to have to go into business for yourself. You're going to have other things going on. The days of one income person from the 1950s have been over for a long time, and it's now two incomes. Now it looks to me like it's two incomes plus whatever else you can do on the side. You want to be successful and you want to be able to even own an average house, you're going to have to do way better than what they're teaching you in college. Times are changing. What's your side gig? On top of that, you're dealing with these, this is why you're inundated with these advertisements that you work hard to deserve it, because they are after your money. I don't know if the average house can be attained by an average person anymore. And what's raising the minimum wage going to do to $15 an hour? Depends on where you are. You know what? If you're relying on the government to give you a minimum wage, it's never going to work. You're going to have to go out there and get a skill and get out there and build yourself, because the people that are going to be successful and have all the things in life are going to have to build something greater than just trying to chase after a minimum wage. You're not done with school when you finish high school, or you're not done with school when you finish your trade school, and you're not done with school when you finish college. You're going to be learning forever. If you want to be in the top earners in the world, and we live in the United States, so most of us will be considered top earners, because most of the world makes $250, what, $2.50 a day. So it's just plain lucky that you're in the United States. Now it's up to you to push above and build yourself something that's going to put you in the upper middle class. If it is to be, it is up to me. That's the saying. And you got to go find people that are going to teach and mentor you. You just remember when you're in college, each department gets funding based on how many students they have. And they're out there to push. They're trying to steal students, take students from one department. Oh, when I was studying physics, the computer science guy came by and said, why don't you change majors and come over to me? It's not whether I liked computer science. It was that if he can have 100 students in his organization as opposed to 20, it looks better to the staff, his job. So they're going to be selling on you, come to my school, come to my department. I've heard said that we don't guarantee you a good job at colleges. We just guarantee you a good education. I don't even know if that's true anymore. So you got to get out there and build yourself a career, guys. Talk to you later.